so black. So we have this Gundam Astrea, the Type X, Pinsternis, of course by Metal Build Bandai. This is the first Metal Build Gundam that it has black color. Nope. I know we have this Astrea Gold Frame Amatsumina, which is black, but as I remember, it's not really totally black. So every time that we have this Astrea model, you can see this kind of accent design. Yeah. It's like this, a silver accent color until at the back. So it will be like that. So we have this like a purple with a gradient black backs, which is cool. Typical design at the back, which is we can see, of course, the poses. So actually, when I see this black metal build on the market, I remember that the Bandai have some collaboration with the Strict G. It's the PG Gundam, yeah, the Unicorn PG Gundam, which is totally black. It's cool, but it's super expensive. Paperworks have here. Boom, 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 boom. Yo. So as you can see here, you can put also some weaponry in other Gundam models. It's cool. So you just need some connectors. So let's try and check it out later. This seems fully loaded. I mean, the weaponry are crazy. If you can see here, boom. So we have here a different kind of accessories. And also, if you can see this part, and if you can check it out, it has fully loaded of shields and weaponry. And actually, as experience in this part of player, you normally see only a stand base and supports without this kind of fully loaded weaponry. So I will not take it out all one by one because you can see here it has a really small parts. So right now, let's check out first how the body works. So we have here, yeah, just be careful and check it out. Yo. Ooh, cool. It's sick. Yo. Ooh. Cool. Yo. So it has a good black color that we have here. It's a matte color material. And if you can see, we have still a lot of connectors. So we have this extra head, but this should be, yeah, it's a different kind of head that you can use. So you can decide what head you want to use, but this seems cool. So let's try to check it out. So we have this black matte color, the Astrea Type X. Ooh, nice, yo. Actually, you can see also in the back how naked it is. I mean, all the metal frame is exposed. Actually, Bandai already mastered the art of painting because this matte black material that we have here, you will feel that the whole parts of this Gundam was made of metal. And actually, they put some accent of a metal gold, which is good for a black, and also have a metal silver, and also this dark brown that we have here. It's still balanced and it makes looks it like an ancient robotic model. And for me, it's good. Even this metal frame, they make it black. But I just noticed that they have some problem. It has like a little dot of discoloration. That's a big problem if you color or you put a paint in this metal frame, which is it has a big chance that it will be discolorated because of the weather and also the moisture that you have. So now, playmates, let's start to play with this and let's see what this Gundam Astrea Type X can deliver to us. So let's go. So about this joint rotation, we have this 360 movement, and how about this front and back direction for the shoulder? And also we have this 180 rotation for this arm, this typical arm flex that we have, of course, 360 hand rotation for these hands, and these body crunch are really crazy, and this side by side movement. Whoa. And as we know that almost of the Metal Build Gundams have this front lip level, but you can see how flexible this back kick It's crazy. So the flexibility of this Gundam is really in different level. And this feet joint, which is one of the important joints, it's flexible but strong. This front and back movement, I think I can make different kind of position because of this. And this toe joint, this is important to make this Gundam stand well. And these yes movements for the head, of course. How about this isolation movement for the neck? And I know not all Gundam metal builds can do this 360 movement for the head. And now we have this typical stand base, which is we have this purple X. Cool. And also, seems this is the first time that they make this kind of structural procedure for the weaponry. Why did put it here? Weird. And this back waist weaponry, we have the sword holder connector for us to connect the sword handle. So we just put it here and make sure you hear the tick. It indicates that it was connected well. And now let's put this sword handle. Yes, it's just easy like that. And of course, one more handle for this left. And you can decide if you want put together or just only one. And let's go for the shield, which is whoa. The design is amazing. Looks like an alien intelligent weaponry. The design is good. Paint job is so cool. Now you can see here, we have these two parts here that you need to push on first. And you will notice that the center will be pop up. And now we can turn these blades horizontally. For me, this will be the battle mode for the shield. So now let's pull out this connector and we will put this in this arm. Guys, it has a lot of many places that you can put the shield that I will show you later along these videos, okay? Now I will use this connector for me to show you that there are a lot of variations using different kind of connectors that make this Gundam like challenging to play. Now I decided to use this GN beam pistol. It's small, but the details is crazy. So now let's jump to this GN rifle. High technology design. The handle is movable. Paint job is nice. It has this interchange movement. Depends on the hand you want to use. I decided to put it on the waist, but before that, you need to take out this part. And you can see it's so small, so make sure it will be safe. And now we need this connector and put this in this waist. And now the rifle is ready to connect and put this here in the waist to have an extra weaponry while fighting the enemies. And by the way, that connector can do 360 rotation, so free movement for the weaponry that you want to put in. And now let's go to my favorite weapon. Yeah, this will be the GN sharpshooter. Yeah, the handle can move like this, and of course we have this extraction in this part. And of course, details. Yeah. Cool. So this will be the sharpshooter stand. It's movable, not bad. And by the way, we have also this short version, so you can choose what you want to use. So I will use this long version, which is for me is visible, and it will add some design for my favorite sharpshooter. So by installing this, you need to make sure that it will be connected to the arm connector port, because it's a long gun. We need an extra support for this. And if you can see, it's cool, right? And to move on, we have this GN launcher. We have this typical movement for this handle, and also it still have this extraction here in the back, which is we can use this for the support, and pulling out this part, which has an extra function for this. And before we connect that, we need to take out the shoulder fin, but be careful to take it out because you can see it has this kind of a thin connections. So now we have this connection port that we can use right now. So using that back extension of the launcher, we need to press it down properly for the stability of the launcher. I decided to change this waist back armory for me to show you another exciting appearance for this model. And by the way, you can see how solid is this. The arm connector are metals because we need a heavy duty, because we need to put a lot of things here. Let's change this because this will be the start of the real fun of this playing session. We have another shield, of course another design, And as you can see here, this is a different feeling. And of course, we have these extractions. This should be the attack mode for the shield. A high technology details for this. Another extraction to make it longer. I really stand by this amazing design. So I decided to put it here. Just put it on the metal arm that we have. And of course, one more in the other side. And whoa. So we have this GN dagger. As always, we need to connect it together. And this GN beam saber, which is I plan to showcase to you for the next one. And we have this ancient barbaric weapon, which is the GN hammer. I'm not a fan of this kind of weapon, but because of the color they made, I like it for a bit, really. So by detaching this into the two parts, we need this wire long connector for this. We can have a different appearance for this GN hammer by simply connect the handle in this side. And now we need to get the hammer head, and let's connect this in here in the other side. And now as you can see, we have this different kind of effect for this weapon. And by the way, this wire, it will not let you down. So shape as you want. But for me, I want more this short version. And I will just put it here and hang in its side. And now let's jump on this Proto GN sword, which is I'm really excited to show you guys. For me, this is the signature weapon for this Astrea Type X. And as you can see here, the design is good, paint job check, detail check. I cannot say bad about it. And as you can see, these blades looks real. The sharpness is amazing. We have just this simple movement here. And using these small tools, which is including in the backs, it's helped us to easily take off this part of the arm before we can install this Proto GN sword. And now I decided to put it like upside down. Don't forget to lock it up for it to hold better. So now I will use this arm latch. It gives us another extension and connect another shields for this. So you can see a port connector here and just put it up. So what do you think in this maximum shield mode? I like this extra head so much. It suits to the theme of this model, which is the color is black, high technology alien design. And if you can see, it looks like a cyclops. And now let's run for this GN Han missile, yes. And you can extract and take off this weapon cup. For me, this is better. Revealing inside the weapon, it looks like it's ready to fight. It's simply you can put it here in the arm without holding it. For us, still have an extra hand to hold other weapons. So let's go for a serious war. Because this GN bazooka will help us to have a heavy duty weapon. Heavy duty means you need two hands to handle this weapon, so you have this two handle here. And by the way, it has a body extraction to make it longer like this. But of course, don't forget this magazine before you fire this bazooka. But using two hands to hold this, it gives me a hard time. But it's okay, it's still cool. So this will be the battle mode, and as you can see, you have this extraction here, and you can push this center to put it back. For the final mode, I will use this metal arm launch. But before that, you need to take off this small part of this back booster, connect this metal arm both sides, install these crazy shields, and now I plan to use this pistol pouch for our final battle mode. So playmates, I really enjoy playing this Gundam Astrea Type X, the Finster's Nest. So it's really nice to have this in this channel. I mean, I'm lucky to review this for you because this is amazing. And you can see how sick the color it is. It's a totally a black matte material that they have here. From 270 US dollars. For me, it's really acceptable to have this price for this amazing Gundam. And if you really plan to get it, or your collection is in this line, the Astrea type line of Gundam metal build, it's better to get it soon as possible, because I'm thinking that it will be harder and harder to get this like a limited edition. And you can see how flexible it is and how the joints are so strong to hold on in different kind of position. So this is the most weaponry that I can put and load in this Gundam Astrea, because they give us a different kind of connector that help us to put so many weaponry. And also because of that connectors, you can also cross over this weaponry to different kind of Astrea line metal build. So that is a good thing for a Gundam Astrea collectors, because actually other collector are collecting is by color, other is by model, and other is just like they really want to collect all the metal builds. So if you are collecting a black metal builds, this is one of the most thing that you can have. And I really feel so amazing about this head, this kind of alien technology helmet that is look like a cyclops. So it gives you a different kind of feeling than the other Gundam Astrea model. And you can see this armory and this weaponry. You can see how loaded it is. I hope Bandai also give us like the holder, the armory holder, or the stand for these armories, like what they made on the Evangelion metal build, for you to also showcase this weaponry even in the side of it. So that is what this Gundam Type X gives you. A lot of joy, a lot of excitement while playing it. So I'm totally recommend to you, and don't hesitate to buy this Gundam Astrea Type X, which is, you will really love it. So thank you very much for playing with me, playmates, and that's for now. And of course, we will have more videos to come, and I hope you like and share, and also please subscribe to my channel, and see you again for the next video. It will become peace, yo. XX Mirage. I like this sniper.